Hello, welcome back. My tracking immediately failed me. Today I'm joined
Ah,
by a duck that goes crack. How's it going, crack duck?
hello.
Hello,
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Obviously today we have you on to talk about
Sweet.
guard, right?
Yeah, I wish. Now I have a feud with that Bricky guy. I've
Oh
never heard of
no.
him, but he seems like an enemy.
Yeah, so unfortunately Bricky came on to talk about guard already, so we can't do that again apparently. I'm sure we'll talk about guard at some point. But today you're here to talk to us about Space Marines.
Yep, I'm forced to talk about Space Marines yet again. Just can't have my guard, so I gotta talk about these dang Space Marines.
Whoa, I didn't tell you to talk about Space Marines. You wanted to talk about Space
Yeah, I know, no.
Marines.
No, it's an inside joke on my channel. I'm always like, oh, I need more money. I'm gonna talk about Space Marines, guys.
Oh, people are paying you to do that? I don't have money for that.
You gotta make more Space Marine videos,
Oh,
probably.
true, true. Is that where the views come from?
Literally, yeah. I mean, every creator, they're always like, yeah, my Space Marine videos do like very significantly better than my other stuff, and it's like, yeah, I see it now. I see it.
Yeah, I had that once over the. I did like a short series of videos talking about some of the stuff that was happening at Grotmus. They didn't do that well, but like randomly one that was talking about
Mm.
a Space Marine painting guide that came out with on one day tripled like the other's
Oh
viewership. I'm like,
yeah,
why?
that painting guy was super weird too, because it wasn't it like super basic.
Yeah, it was like a really basic guide on how to paint like the legions from 30k, but they were all like people on Reddit were
Yeah.
commenting on it because it was like wrong or something with some of the colors.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, maybe. Um, but
Oh,
yes.
that's interesting.
So how long have you been playing Space Marines, Mister Person with the Guard avatar?
I've technically been playing Space Marines since I've been in the hobby, which has been 6 years now. But I mean, I pretty quickly because what happened was I started a Space Marine army. Then I was always into the painting side more. And so I painted as Space Marines, took pictures, and I was like, you know what would make these pictures better is if I had little guardsmen, because it would be cool. Like it would be like Halo with like Marines with Master Chief. And I bought the guardsman kit and I was like, you know what? I like these guys more actually. So I abandoned my Space Marine army. Um, but I've played them off and on just because they're my second most complete army. I'm pretty dang slow at painting, so even though I have like 6 armies at this point, only 2 of them are in a playable state, Guard and Space Marines. The rest are like unpainted, and I'm like, I don't want to play with unpainted models. That's gross.
Yeah, I definitely don't have like 3 unpainted armies. Sorry, 2.5. Uh,
3? Oh, I wish.
well, that is 2.5 out of 4. So
You're doing better than me. Well, my big problem is I have like a brain worm where I like old models a lot more. And so like I actually have really bad FOMO because it's like there is a legitimate chance I would miss out if I don't buy some of these old models. So like,
mm,
whenever I see a good like deal on eBay, I'm like, it's never gonna be cheaper. So if you think about it, I'm saving money. I'm
yeah,
not insane.
I do that whenever like a good combo box comes out of my army. I'm very tempted to do.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
tempted to do a video about like my backlog at some point soon, where I just make like an Excel spreadsheet where I'm like, here's my 6
Oh
Imperial Agents
yeah.
army boxes that I haven't painted.
Imperial Agents, an army player, brave soldier,
Yeah,
brave soldier.
yeah. A lot of people will know that watch my channel is that I play them a bit, but not frequently enough to
Nice.
make them good.
No,
More,
they seem fun.
they're very
They're really good
flavorful.
in campaign.
Yes, they have some very cool crusade rules. I will say that. But anyway,
Yeah.
Space Marines. So
Yeah, let's stop talking about this stuff. Let's talk about Ultramarines. I'm tired of this.
true. So yeah, recently I talked to the BA commander about Blood Angels, but that was largely about that subfactions detachments. We didn't really touch on the generic Space Marine stuff. So I imagine today we'll probably largely talk about the generic stuff and Ultramarines because that's your,
Perfect.
I guess, subfaction of choice today.
Yeah, no, my original homebrew army was Codex compliant, so I just run them as generic guys.
I was very tempted at one point to paint some of my Marines for my agents as shit. What was it? Uh, it was one of the subfactions of Ultramarines that had like a copper and like dark blue color scheme, which I thought was really cool. I never got around to doing it, but it was like a subfaction of Marines that are like fleet based. There was like an Ultramarine subfaction, and I was very very tempted to paint my
That doesn't
Deathwatch as
narrow
that.
it down with the
No, I know. I'll have
Ultramarine.
to find it later.
You know, one of their most famous ones is what's it called? The isn't it Spears of the Emperor? Everyone likes those.
I know that one.
Yeah, that one's not brass though. That one's Ultramarines put silver, right?
Yeah, I'll have to look it up while we're doing this and see if I can come across it so I can show you. But one day I might be tempted to do that, but I am also very tempted to paint them as Deathwatch because I do like the black.
Oh, Deathwatch. Yeah, Deathwatch is always cool.
Uh,
There's so many like as much as people as much as I joke, in fact, that Space Marines are boring. There's just so many cool Space Marines. Like they are cool. There's a reason they're the poster boys, you know. Especially
mm,
Ultramarines. Like Ultramarines are really cool too, I think. Like right now, I have a bunch of Space Marine projects because I came into possession of some old Sanguinary Guard and the old Dante. So I'm like, well, I have to make a Blood Angel force. I'm a fan of Space Wolves. Ultramarines are just freaking cool. I have I have a little Ultramarine force. I have my homebrew. Lately, I've been really interested in it's a pretty obscure successor chapter. They don't have any lore at all, pretty much. They just have like a little blurb, but they have a really cool color scheme. They're called the Dragon Lords. I don't know if you know them.
I do. I have heard of them, I believe. Um,
Yeah, I just think their scheme's really wicked cool. So I was like, I want to make like, I don't know, 1,000 points of them. Um, I was planning on using the Red Corsair Raider models for them because
ooh,
their only bit of lore is that their chapter was thought destroyed, but then they got found and like reinforced with Primaris. So I'm like, what if all the veterans were like the Corsairs and they have like a raggedy look, and then everyone else is just the Primaris stuff?
oh, I found it. Okay,
I thought that would be cool.
so the
Oh, sweet. Let me
Ultramarine
see.
subchapter I was looking at one point was the Void
Uh huh.
Tridents, which are these guys. I've just put a picture
Oh,
of them
I
as
have
well.
heard of those. Those are
Yeah,
cool.
I really like the color scheme, but I also looked at
That
the
would be
shoulder.
really cool in Inquisition.
I also looked at the color scheme and then the shoulder pad, and I was like, oh, it had to freehand that. Ugh.
Yes. That would be a hard freehand. People always think that the like I don't know, like a salamander or something would be hard to freehand, but like I feel like the geometric shapes are harder because it's like if you mess it up, it's you everyone knows.
It's
Versus
also
like a salamander, it's like, oh, if my head's a little bit wobbly or the horn's like too thick. Who cares?
it's also freehand on top of white, which is always terrifying because I'm like, if I mess it up, I have to go back
Yeah.
over it with white. Ugh,
Yeah. Really, red's not the hardest one to paint over, but
that's
yeah,
true.
that's pretty
Uh,
pretty yucky.
so when you started playing Marines, what were their rules like? 'Cause I know they've changed a bit over the years, but
Oh. I I barely played, I think 8th was I played like a very small amount of 8th and, I was like, I don't like this actually." So then I went to painting, and then ninth came out, and I played that, and I had, like, the worst game. So I was like, "Maybe I just don't like big tabletop," and so I started playing Kill Team a ton,
mm,
um, and then I only recently got back into playing big 40K with 10th. And at first I thought I didn't like 10th until my friend Arthur Bones like forced me to play, and I was like, "Wait, this is actually fun." I think the guy I played with was just a jerk.
oh, that
um,
always sucks.
so I couldn't really tell you the rules of Space Marines back then because I kind of forgot them since I only played like a few games.
No, that's fine. So I guess in
I'm
that case,
exposing myself as a freaking tourist.
yeah, what are Taurus guys? They only started playing in 10th. I'm definitely not similar and only
Yeah.
started playing at the end of ninth. Uh,
I can talk about Kill Team until I can talk about Kill Team rules. In Kill Team, Angels of Death are pretty nutty.
they are quite good. I heard the Deathwatch stuff that came out a little while ago was also
Deathwatch is
very
fun in
silly.
Kill Team. They're in Sado. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was doing an intro game and I was like, maybe I'm the jerk because I played Deathwatch because I just got it and I just painted my Deathwatch and I was like, I'm so excited to play this. And he's like, okay, I'll play guard. And I wiped him turn one. And I was
Ooh.
like,
Oh
okay,
dear.
yeah, to be fair, it was a positioning error, but also I was supposed to be teaching you, so I guess I shouldn't have plasma blasted you turn one.
Hmm.
But that is a teaching moment. And I was like, wow, I'm the reason I'm like people like me are the reason I didn't like Big 40K for a while.
He's part of the problem.
Yeah, I am the problem. Wow.
So I guess in that case, then, what are your impressions of the Space Marine rules in 10th edition from your experience?
Oh, I think they're obviously strong. My
Hmm.
gripes with the Space Marines this edition are like thematic and just like fundamentally tied to how Primaris are.
Interesting.
We can go into that later, but right now I do think they are strong. It's just a shame that I think internally they aren't very balanced. considering every single person tells you, yeah, just run a Gladius. We talked about this before stream, but like even for like Space Wolves, they're like run Gladius. Gladius is just so good. It's like, well, why? I don't like when one detachment just overwhelmingly the go-to option. You know?
Yeah. Admittedly, for Space Marines in particular, I'm a bit more lenient on Games Workshop in terms of balancing data sheets within the faction because
Mhm.
Marines have so goddamn many.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's one of my gripes with Space Marines as a faction. And I understand why it is. Like they want money. It's like on paper it's easier for people to get into it if it's a billion data sheets. But we could go into my Space Marine rant whenever you want, but
Yeah,
we should
sure.
probably start with the positives, I would say.
Yeah, sure. So positives.
Yeah, I think, well, if we're just talking about Gladius, I think Gladius is a fun one, and it does feel thematic, like going through the doctrines. Like, all right, boys, let's shoot them up, let's fight them, and then what's the other one? What you could? Oh yeah, shooting, charging, advancing, yeah, whatever.
Mm.
But and then their stratagems are all pretty good. Like Armor of Contempt, everyone has that. That's always nice. Guard also gets like a worse version of Armor of Contempt, and I'm like, ooh, why can't we just have a good one? I mean, it is good, but like, why can't we have the Space Marine one?
I guess they want that to be Space Marine's identity, so maybe they don't want to give that
Yeah,
out too
no, it
easily.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Um,
oh,
but getting one at
Guard
all
should
is
get
pretty nice.
everything. Which one?
But getting an Armor of Contempt in any faction is quite a nice thing. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, for sure. Oh no, no, it's definitely good.
like
I
playing
just
it.
I didn't realize that I forgot that Space Marines could do it in any phase. And I was playing against my friend, and I popped mine, and then he pops his in melee, and I was like, oh yeah, you could do that.
Hmm.
Evil.
And I think honestly, like almost all the Gladius strats are like solid because you have Armor Contempt, you have give a unit
Yeah.
any of the doctrines. That one, it to me is wild. It's so flexible.
Which one was that?
The adaptive strategy one because it's just
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's either advance and shoot, it's advance and charge, or fall back and charge for a CP. Take your pick,
Mm-hmm.
anything you
Yeah.
want.
Realized I was looking at the I was looking at the Space Marines Gladius. I was like, these stratagems don't look right.
Why are these
Now I
different?
see, now I see. I'm on the right page.
And then what else you've got? You've got Storm of Fire, which is ignores cover if you're in Devastator.
That one's good, yeah. I love that
You
one.
will be in Devastator if you're using this probably. I mean, you probably still use it anyway. To be
Yeah.
fair, +1 AP.
Well, and
Uh,
there's so much cover in the game that you're essentially giving yourself +2 AP, I feel,
yes,
in
yes,
like
you
most
are.
cases.
Or if you have two
'Cause,
CP, if you have two CP,
mhm,
I guess you can go. You are now in Devastator Doctrine. Now I also Storm of
yeah.
Fire.
Yep. Yeah. Just go crazy with all of them. No, because with Grizzled, everyone was like, "Wow, it's so great we get ignores cover." It's like Gladius has had this since like the start.
Honestly, ignores cover for 1 CP on its own is a pretty solid strat. Ignores cover and +1
Mhm.
AP is wild.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the other
Luckily,
ones.
Space Marines don't have much artillery, so I could see that being insane with like a Basilisk.
Yeah, just don't look at Desolation Marines too hard. Or Deathwatch right now. Have you seen the Deathwatch list
There
that did quite well recently with, I think it was
did
Innis?
they?
Yeah.
I
Uh,
played Deathwatch the other day. They're nasty. At least
yeah,
they are in Crusade.
there was a list I saw on a stream recently that Innis Wilson was piloting that was taking Deathwatch with 3 Fortis kill teams, and each of those squads has a Vengor launcher.
Ugh.
And you can use the Deathwatch strats on that and give it Oath.
Well, you know what, freaking shocked me with the Death Watch was that you could just teleport 2 of your units every turn. I was like, "What?
Yeah.
That's a thing you could do? Damn it! I didn't deploy right."
Yeah, so I mean, Deathwatch is weird because they're like one of the few armies that have that actually have decent shooting because they're not like Grey Knights because Grey Knights do that but
Yeah.
don't shoot super hard is kind of their problem.
They just have Storm Bolters and, like, the occasional side
Yeah,
cannon.
you can
No,
kind
he
of
death well, he, oh, yeah, go on.
no, you can kind of do it in like Raven Guard as well, but with Raven Guard you only get to pick up one unit if it's not Phobos, so you're like one
Mm.
Centurion squad doing it.
Which, to be fair, that is pretty nasty when you do it.
That it is. It used to be
I
Deep Strike
watched
though.
a fair bit of, Paul's stuff where he was talking about his Centurion blob.
Oh yeah, Paul likes his Centurions.
Yeah. No, I thought for a while I was like, I'm the only one who likes Centurions. I can't believe this. And then I saw Paul's channel. I'm like, all right, there we go. A fellow Centurion lover.
Daffy, you guys should kiss.
What was that?
What? Nothing. So you both play Centurions. You guys should kiss.
Yeah. Oh yeah. True. Yeah. Well, we're gonna do a streams too. Maybe we could kiss on that.
Oh no.
It's
But
like Centurion just freaking married in a Centurion suit.
oh. But yeah, I guess the big discussion with Gladius in particular, if we're talking about Gladius, is how much of a, I guess, warping thing it is that it exists. It's just, it's,
Yeah, and I don't necessarily think that's a like. I don't think there's anything wrong with Gladius. I don't think it's OP. I just think maybe the other ones could have a little bit more going for them. Also, though, to be fair, I think Gladius is like one of the easier ones to do.
yeah.
So it's like, of course, people are going to gravitate towards it because it's so straightforward. Like,
Hmm.
oh, when I'm going to shoot a bunch, let me pop Devastator, or when I'm going to fight, obviously pop Assault.
Hmm.
Versus like, I mean, I guess most Space Marine detachments are pretty straightforward, but some of them have like a bit more to it. Like the new one with the drop pod assaults. Essentially, it's like you do have to put like on paper that seems like a very easy rule, but it's like, well, no, you have to pick units that actually make sense to deep strike. You have to figure out if it's even worth deep striking. The stratagems are a little bit more complicated.
Yeah, I guess the thing
Um,
is Gladius in my mind kind of has the same issues that I was talking about with Shagrot when I did a video like this with him, because we were talking about
mhm.
Emperor's Children, and Coterie of the Conceited has a lot of the same problems. That it's like both one of the more interesting sets of rules in the Codex,
Uh-huh.
and is just way more powerful than the rest of the ones there. Which means that
Oh,
which means it sort of funnels everyone towards that one detachment because it's
yeah.
both fun to play and just very powerful, which means that if something else is in the codex, it's both more boring and less powerful, which is not a good combination to
Yeah.
have.
No, exactly. Because like going back to guard, like the reason Grizzled's so great is because it's like it's fun. You can do basically any army, and it is like I don't think it's OP. Some people think it's OP, but I think it's just a little bit better than the other ones. I think the real problem is the other ones sideline you into like one playstyle so hard that it's just not fun to play this if you don't like that exact playstyle or that
Hmm.
exact list. Like Hammer of the Emperor is really a cool detachment, but it's like if you don't take mostly tanks, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. And I feel like some Space Marine detachments are kind of like that, where it's like you have to do this play style. Which for Space Marines, it's fine because they have like a billion detachments. But yes, you're still gonna go to the generic one that like works for anything.
For sure. I guess the alternative would be something like taking Recon Guard and going, it's 200 guardsmen.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, you got to make your cool skew lists.
Oh, yeah. But I suppose if we're talking about Gladius, we may as well talk about the Ultramarines variant of it as well, because we've got
Yes, I
Blade of
love
Ultramar.
Ultramarines.
We love
I
Ultramarines.
love Ultramarines.
We love our blueberries.
Yes. You know
Uh,
what is weird about the Ultramarine one, if we want to say a gripe, is that it's and I see why it works lore wise, I think, but gameplay wise, it's kind of lame. But for to like fully benefit from the detachment, you have to bring Calgar, and if you just brought Gilliman, it wouldn't work as well. And it's like I feel like it should just be Gilliman or Calgar because it's like, well, yeah, Gilliman's the guy who made these doctrines. But also, like, I know, like, Calgar is the chapter master, and Gilliman is just technically an Imperial or Lord Commander or whatever. But I'm like, oh, I wish I could just bring Gilliman as my commander.
yeah, well, technically, I don't think Gilman. I guess he does have to be a commander, but you can run both together in this detachment, and some people still do.
Yeah.
But I guess you just don't get the CP generation from Calgar was their nerf point there.
Yeah, and you can't do the double doctrine because the way it works is if Calgar's there, you could pick another or you could pick a doctrine twice, I think.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to be a warlord to get that, so you can still take both. It just means you can't take just
Yeah.
Gilliman. Yeah. Um,
Yeah, my list is kind of dumb. It's Gilliman, Calgar, and Cato because I'm like, if I'm playing Ultramarines, I'm gonna play the characters. Like,
but how many Vitrix Guard?
yeah, I have three. I don't do the Victrix spam.
Oh, okay.
I think three makes more sense, like thematically. I feel like you would never see a guy with like six Victrix Guard. At least in the art. I feel like the art's always like, oh yeah, here's three little guys.
Mm.
But Vitrix Guard are really fun if we want to go into more positives. Like
I,
I know they're OP and annoying, but
well, I
I
mean,
do like how they look and they are really fun.
they're definitely less oppressive than they used to be. Like most, I think the
Yeah, yeah,
most
they got a pretty
I think
big nerf.
the most competitive list now, I think, is taking like 1 6-man and then just like a bunch of tanks.
That's good, yeah. I just always hate when people exploit like they always ruin the unit in my opinion when they bring like a billion. And I get like they're tournament players so they have to optimize. But it's like I'm just a casual scrub. I want my guys to be cool.
Admittedly, for all of their balance issues, I think Vitrix are one of the better kits that released for like Marines this
Oh,
edition.
they're a really good kit.
It's a
Yeah,
very good kit.
I was really surprised when I built them. They come with like so many options that they like just straight up did not need to give you. Like the cool eagle helmet, they come with 6 of those, I think. And it's
Mm.
like, well, I would never use more than 3 on this kit, but it's so nice that they gave us that.
Well, I know some people have
It
done
reminds me
like
of old kits.
have like bought that kit and then bought just a bunch of spare bodies and just gone, hey,
Mhm.
there we go, we got 6 now.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Uh,
I had some of the resin ones, so I just mixed them up, and I'm like, yeah.
mm.
I sent you a picture of my Victrix.
Oh
He's
yeah,
one of
sure.
my favorite
I
paint
can I
jobs.
can I can throw it up on the video.
This is the only Ultramarine I have painted so far, so I'm super slow.
Oh, he's so short. Look at him go.
I know, yeah, but you can't really tell in the picture, but I did put like a little bit of green stuff on the base, and then he's like roughly the size of a Primaris.
Oh, so he's like
So
a tiny bit taller.
yeah, the way I did the grass kind of like it gives you the illusion that he's standing on flat, but he's kind of on a hill. So I was like, perfect, yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, I do.
Because I don't care if they're as tall as Primaris, but I'm like, I want them to be taller than Guardsmen. If they're taller than Guardsmen, I'm fine.
No, that's fair. I do kind of wish the new Vitrix models still kept the axes because I feel like they didn't have axes
Oh
anymore, do
yeah,
they?
the axes are so cool. Do they not
Yeah.
have axes? I
No, I
thought
don't
they
think they
did.
do.
I think they have like one axe.
Let me have a look.
Maybe I'm going insane. I could have swore I put it. I saw an axe. I didn't build mine yet, but oh
Oh
yeah, they
no,
have some axes.
some of them do. I think most of them have
Oh, they all
swords.
have axes
Do
actually.
they? Maybe I'm losing my mind. Oh
Yeah,
no, wait, what? Oh no,
you
it's
gaslit me just
no,
now.
I did gaslight you. It's the shields.
Totally
It's the
gaslit me.
shields they lost because the ones that were with the old Calgar model
Yeah,
lost the shields. I had the wrong way around.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
They don't have shields.
Ooh, I'm gaslighting you.
Which I don't think. I don't they already have an invuln, so I don't think they need. No, no, they don't have an invuln. That's one of their weaknesses,
Yeah, they don't have an
quote
invuln,
unquote.
and
Yeah,
yeah, it's just the invuln, isn't it? Because yeah.
which like hardly matters because they just give a flat like -1 to wound. So it's like okay.
Yeah, and then when they were 4 wounds, it was rather silly.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what they were thinking with the 4 wounds. Cause like no other Space Marine unit other than like Gravis has that many wounds.
Yeah,
Oh, actually, wait, Gravis only has 3.
yep, the Gravis have 3. On an effective level, they were as durable, if not more durable, than what's the Dark Angels Terminators called? Deathwing Knights.
Deathwing Knights, yeah.
Obviously, they don't have the -1 damage, but like your -1 to wound and 4 wounds with a
I
2-up
hate
save.
Deathwing Knights. Those bastards, I hate them.
They are annoying. But the thing with the Vitrix is, unlike Deathwing Knights, they are fast. They will reactive move if you're playing
Yeah, they're
Gladius,
fast.
and then
Yep.
surge move. It's like, you
Yeah.
moved 12 inches towards me in my turn.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, they I don't even think Victrix are because people always say like, oh, they just made it OP so people would buy them, but like they were a guaranteed like sellout. I think it's like who's not gonna
Oh
buy
yeah,
these?
yeah.
They're
The kit was
awesome.
cool. This is for a video that's not released yet. May or may not come out
Mhm.
before this one. I don't know yet. But there was a thing in one of the videos where I was asking people to determine whether or not the flag bearer in the Vitrix squad is bigger or smaller than the old Catan models.
That's awesome. It's a cool flag.
Hint: it's bigger than all of them except the new
Yeah, no, it's
Nightmare.
humongous.
It's
If you have it in
ridiculous.
person, it's like, oh, it might be bigger than Gilliman himself. I don't have the Gilliman
It
model
is
yet, but
huge.
yeah.
That flag actually, a funny thing I've run into before is if you're playing on most terrain layouts actually, some of the smaller buildings that flag is taller than. So if you're standing in the building, you can
That's
still get shot.
awesome. Well, that flag is like an actual in-lore chapter relic. I don't know if you're aware, but like that's supposed to be the same one that the old Vitrix Guard model had.
Oh wow, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because it depicts Gilliman fighting the freaking Tyranid, which also doesn't make sense with the current lore that much, but that's okay. It
Mm.
looks cool.
So I guess we've sort of touched on Blades of Ultramar. Is there any differences other than the doubling up on doctrines? I'm not that
I
familiar with
want
it.
to say they have some. Well, I know for sure they have different enhancements. I want to say they have slightly different stratagems, but that just might be they named them different.
They look
So I'm looking at them now.
similar.
They look the same actually. This one, oh, they have. This one is -1 to wound, I
Oh
think.
yeah, that replaces the fight on death. So instead of the 2 CP fight on
Yeah,
death, you get -1 to wound, which admittedly isn't that
that's
good with
actually pretty nice.
Vitrix, but
That one's nice to have. Practical tech. It's the same as squad tactics. Courage and honor. That's the same as the other one because you get lance. Having lance is really nice in the Victrix too because you're just you're
oh,
just
oh,
annihilating everything.
they kill lots of things with that. I've seen them pick up multiple tanks with
Like you don't even
viability.
need lance, but like when you do, when you just really want to kill a guy.
I think the notable part of that -1 to wound strat is
Yeah.
it can be used on tanks for some reason.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, trust me, my friend, he plays Dark Angels. He does that on his tanks all the time. I'm like, you stupid bastard. Stop. It's tough.
uh, was he playing them as Dark Angels? Because this is the Blades of Ultramar one. The regular one doesn't have that.
Dark Angels have a similar thing. I
Oh,
think it's
okay,
their
okay.
Watchers in the
Uh,
or is it their Watchers in the Dark? Maybe he doesn't use on no, he uses it on the Deathwing Knights, which is evil.
yeah, they have a detachment that does that. Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I got it mixed up.
No, that's fine. So you
Every
said,
time I play Space Marines, I'm like, they can do what? That's evil. Stop.
hey,
No,
what?
no.
No. You said you had a rant to go on though. Let's hear it. What's the rant?
Oh, my rant with Space Marines is just like, in general, I think Space Marines, like the way they're designed now, is they're just Eldar with like good armor. And feel free to
Interesting.
disagree with me, but like I personally, I don't think Space Marines feel like a generalist faction anymore. They feel like a specialist faction that just happens to specialize in everything. So like they brute force themselves into being generalist, which I preferred when it felt like a Space Marine squad can go on and do anything. Um and I can elaborate more, but what do you think so far? Do you think do you think I'm insane?
Um, I'm 50-50. I can see some of the arguments for it. Um,
Okay, yeah. Cause I just feel like, and like I do have an affinity for like how old Warhammer was. But like seeing the difference between a tactical squad before and like now it's like you have intercessors, you have assault intercessors, you
mhm.
have you have your Marines, you have your Flamer Marines. It really does feel like Space Marines are like Eldar now, where it's like every single unit has its purpose and like thematically and lore wise, I feel like that doesn't really fit the Space Marines all that well. And also like gameplay wise, they did it because they want the faction to be like more accessible for beginners. But I
Mhm.
think it kind of has the opposite effect where it's like if you're a beginner and you have your I don't know, let's say Melta Eradicator squad, and you misplay them where you put them on the wrong side of the board, it's like, well, now my Space Marines are just getting stomped. And it's like, I think there was more tactical cushioning, I guess, back when it was like, okay, every tactical squad has ways to deal with tanks. They have ways to deal with hordes, this and that. You could have your specialist devastator squads, but like if you misplayed, Space Marines are so flexible that you can still handle the threat good enough. Versus now it's like, okay, shit, I put my freaking eradicators on this side and my infernus on this side, but oh no, a tank's coming for my infernus.
So I'm like half and half on this one because
uh
I understand, like especially having played armies that have squads with a bunch of different weapons in, it does slow
yeah.
the game down a lot. And I think the most recent example I
That yeah,
had,
totally for sure.
the most recent example I had was playing the semi-new AdMech kill team in 40k, the servitors, because they have 6 different guns for a 60-point squad, and they are all
Wait, what?
decent guns.
Why?
Yeah, so they have a heavy bolter, an arc rifle, a melter gun, a dev wound pistol, 2 hand flamers, and 2 like phosphor blasters, which are like bolt gun equivalents.
That's just psychotic.
Yeah, but that's what an intercessor squad would be. Is you just take the best weapon in every slot if you're offered it, unless they have point costs. So that's I guess a separate discussion.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's another complaint I have. I feel like Space Marines don't feel that elite anymore. Um, it might just be because I play guard and like our shooting's really good, but like I feel like I wipe out Space Marines like tissue paper. Like first even compared to like when I played Votan, I think Votan even feel more durable.
Hmm.
Um, I think if Space Marines, if they were properly elite, also I think this is kind of a symptom of Custodes and like Grey Knights existing. It's like, well, the Grey Knights can't just be one model. The Custodes can't just be half a model. So like the Space Marines just for sure have to become less elite with their existence. But like when they were one of the more durable factions, and you could take less Space Marines, I think that kind of alleviated the issue to an extent. But it
Hmm.
is annoying when you play. Like I was playing Deathwatch, and they have like a billion different weapon options per squad, and I was like, just let me know when you're done shooting, man. I'll be back. you know.
Yeah, that's the downside, I suppose.
I'm not like a super competitive player, so I might just be talking my ass. I'm kind of approaching this more from like a lore perspective because
Yeah.
to
So
me Warhammer's best enjoyed when it's like a fluffy little
so I
fun
guess
game for friends.
from like a designing a game standpoint,
Yeah,
if I think of it this way, is that the intercessor is like the measuring pole around which everything else is balanced. If that makes sense.
yeah,
So it's hard to make that be a durable unit because if that's durable,
yeah,
then everything above it is insane.
yeah.
And
No, I agree.
and equally, if you go the other way, if it's too squishy, then a guardsman
Mhm.
falls over to like someone poking it, which is
Yeah.
kind of true. But there's ways to make guardsmen
Oh
semi-durable
no,
with
I
like recoil
annihilate
element.
Space Marines.
Yeah.
I just
Um.
sweep them up.
But
Every time I fight Space Marines, I'm like, yes, I could kill a bunch of guys.
on the other hand, though, I would argue that
Yeah.
would be correct about some other units. Like, for example, a Terminator squad, like a normal Terminator squad, does not feel durable this edition.
Oh no, Terminators feel horrible right now. That's one of my complaints with them.
And I feel like maybe they would benefit from being slightly more durable, but I'm not sure what the best way to do that necessarily is.
Terminators are in a weird place because, like, just due to the nature of invuln saves, they either feel like not durable at all in a feels bad way, or they feel so impossible to kill in a feels bad way that it's like,
Mm,
oh, just die.
yeah, and they're also like slow and like it's a weird
I
spot.
Yeah, I think they need better weapons. I think Storm Bolter should just be better. Like, there's no reason that a normal intercessor squad should have better firepower than a Terminator, in my opinion.
That I would agree with, but I think that's largely because of their datasheet rule that doubles the shots. Because I think that's the main reason that is the case. Is I think
Yeah, that
Stormbolts,
rule's kind of silly, I think.
well, they kind of added it partway through the edition, didn't they? Because intercessors weren't really being used for just the sticky.
Yeah.
Uh,
I might just be like too guard pilled where like my battle line's just supposed to be useless, but like whenever I play against Space Marines, I always forget. I'm like, oh yeah, wait, yeah, these madmen could shoot 40 shots.
yeah, and then people don't really take more than one squad of them because they just put them on their home objective.
Yeah.
Because 40 shots at strength 4, no AP? Or is it 1 AP?
Oh, it's 1 AP.
It still isn't that good because you have cover most of the
Yeah,
time.
exactly. Yeah. Well, it's good against guard. I'm a guard player.
Oh, huge.
But everything's good against guard, so it's like whatever. My friend's making this insane intercessor list with the what's the new detachment with the
Bastion Task
what is it
Force?
called? Yeah, Bastion Task
Yeah.
Force, yeah. And he's just bringing 60 intercessors. I'm like, I'm curious to see how that would do. One of their one of their stratagems is like gives lethal hits, so it's like you could probably take out a tank with 60 lethal hit shots,
Now,
AP1.
I think if I was to do that, instead I would actually do it with heavy intercessors because I think they benefit more from the
I was
advanced shoot
telling
and
him he should
charge.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
they're
he just
chunky.
wants a bunch of intercessors.
Yeah, you should do that too. I think the actual best way to play that one, unfortunately, is either as Deathwatch or Black Templars, though, because you have the Deathwatch veterans, so you can go, here's a squad of 10 dudes with Thunderhammers.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I forget they count as battle line.
Yeah, because they have 4 Thunderhammers, 4 guys with shields and maces, and then like 2 power weapons.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I was playing against
Yeah.
him. He was like, yeah, these guys are battle line. They have 2 OC. And I was like, screw
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, they are rude. Yeah, so I guess we can sort of peter our way through some of the detachments if you want to talk about them. I don't know how many of these you've actually played, but
Yeah,
uh,
sure. I've
so
played the Salamander one and the White Scar one in the past. I
okay, so
don't remember their stratagems too well, but here, let me go to the Salamander one to refresh. The Salamander one's actually really fun.
yeah, that's the is it the assault one?
Yeah, you get
Yeah,
assault, and then if you're within 12 inches, you get a +1 strength, which is really nice with melty guns and flamers because it's like Melts is you're pushing yourself to 10, which is a better breakpoint. And
Mm.
then Flamers, you're pushing yourself up to 5, or I think they have aren't Pyre Blasters already strength 5, or am I going
Is that
insane?
the big one that one guy in the squad gets?
I think so. I forget the names are so silly. That's another thing I don't like about Primaris Marines. The names are stupid. Which I know why they do it, but it's like, just name it a flamer. It's a flamer.
But you don't like all your squads being naming in Saw or Tur?
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, we need all these.
We have
Ah,
Incessor, Aggressor,
yeah.
Devastator. Although I
They
suppose
added us now. We have us. We have Infernus, and
we do.
wasn't there another one? There's another. There's so many squads now.
There's Aura in Cursor,
Yeah.
Infiltrator.
I really like that Assault Devastator tactical. I thought that was so perfect.
Yeah, I
And
wouldn't
now
be
we're
too surprised to see Devastators go away in X Edition unless they
Oh yeah,
redo
they're
them.
they're dead.
They are super
I
dead
think
unless they
even
redo them.
Centurions are gone.
Oof, Paul's gonna be very
People
sad.
are like, Centurions, they can't be gone. There's no Primaris equivalent. There's literally the Invictor Warsuit. That's like I think that was them trying to update the Centurion because everyone thought the Centurions looked stupid. But
Admittedly,
now everyone likes Centurions.
I think a lot of people think the Invictor Warsuit looks stupid, so that didn't really work.
Yeah, no, exactly. So like they didn't really I don't know what they were going with that. I think they were kind of going for an amp suit look with the dread though.
Hmm.
I think the Invictor's pretty cool because I've always liked mechs that have like actual weapons that they pick up. So I love the fact he just has like a heavy bolter pistol. I think that's super cool.
Yeah,
But like,
it reminds me a bit of the mechs in the first Avatar movie.
yeah, the amp suits.
Yeah.
What's it called? Yeah, I think I do. I think the Invictor looks pretty cool. I'm not a super big fan of the or the Redemptor dreads having like big old mech legs instead of the stubby box knot legs,
Hmm.
but I think the warsuit's pretty cool. And people always complain about the roll cage, but like the purpose of the warsuit is like you could just jump in it like in Halo or something. I think it makes sense because it's like, yeah, just flip up the roll cage and jump in. It's like a open top Jeep or something.
Yeah,
But for Space Marines.
I guess my only complaint would be that would you not be better off having that be some kind of like bulletproof glass or something, or like a
Oh yeah, for sure. No.
cockpit kind of thing. But it is definitely closer to what I wish like the like Grey Knights Walker thing would be, but it's not quite there for me. Um,
I feel like I'm one of the only people who likes the Grey Knight Walker. I think
I,
that thing looks actually kind of cool.
I like it conceptually, but it looks really stumpy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I think if they had a better mounting system for the guy,
Hmm.
people would like it a lot more.
Well, you don't like the diaper.
Yeah, no, exactly. People don't like the diaper. I for one, I don't really mind because it looks like they're obviously trying to go for the Matrix, whatever the mech in the Matrix is, and like that's exactly how they were, and they were cool in the Matrix. So I think they're cool here, but I
Hmm.
could see. However, I feel like one thing with 40K is I think sometimes people forget that it's supposed to be silly and like they just want something to look like just 100% cool, which I can see why because it's like, well, yeah, obviously cool things are cool, but I for one like when they have like a crazy stupid design because to me that's like, yeah, 40K would make this stupid thing. They would make this like ridiculous looking warsuit where it's like just a giant man sitting there with a diaper. And what's the other? Oh, the Centurions. People for a while they were like, "Oh, these are so stupid and silly." And I'm like, but it's fun. Like you're in a power armor already, and then you jump into more power armor. It's like really funny to me.
Yeah, I guess the weird part of
Even
it. Oh,
yeah,
I guess the weird part of that is that getting into a bigger power armor is kind of also what like Terminators and Aggressors and stuff like that kind of are, but it's like it's more of a thicker armor than a second suit of armor.
kinda, yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
They should
Also,
make. I no. I think now I've had an epiphany.
oh
They
no,
should make Centurion armor suits for Terminators, and it's a bigger Centurion, and you're a Terminator who walks into it, and it's like really big.
we're going to send a larger and larger man at them.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh dear.
Oh no, because I like Warhammer because it's like it really does feel like old action figures where it's like, yeah, why wouldn't my action figure have a playset to put himself in to make him even bigger? Like I really like that Space Marines are like action figures, you know?
Yeah, they're quite fun. I mean, you can buy them as action figures now, thanks to Joy Toy. Hashtag not
I
sponsored.
know. I saw the Grey Knight Dread Knight like Joy
Mm.
Toy, and it's like $300. It's like a foot tall. And I was just grocery shopping, and I was like, ooh.
Ooh. I've seen
I
pictures
don't
from
even like Grey Knights, but I want it.
I've seen pictures of people who have enough Joy Toys to play a full size 40k game of Joy Toy.
Really? Oh, that's
I
crazy.
don't know what the
I
like
have
how
like
much.
2,
Yeah,
and I'm like, I'm happy with these. These are cool, but
I feel like I'd be tempted to have some of those if they did any for my factions, but it's all just Space Marines. Like, give me like anything
yeah.
Eldar or like Admech. I think there's like a Vanguard, and that's like
Eldar would
it.
be cool, I think. I'm surprised they haven't done that yet.
I think there was a vote a while back for a Wraith Lord, and it got beaten out by like
Hmm,
some random Terminator because Space Marines always
of
win the votes.
course. A Wraith would be super cool, actually.
Yeah. Um,
Um,
we're
I feel like
really
that'd be
getting
a
off
pretty
topic
simple one
here,
to
aren't we?
make too. Yeah, no, we're just talking about toys now.
No, that's cool. I
Back
mean,
to these salamander
back to the other
detachments.
toys.
Yeah, back to these other toys. Now, one time I was playing Warhammer at my store, and we went to McDonald's, and we got Happy Meals to get the little Transformer toys. And I was like,
Oh
"Yeah, we
yeah,
stopped playing with our toys, so we go to this McDonald's and get more
yeah,
toys."
you know
We're
it.
like little babies.
Yeah,
But yes, the other detachments, they're also really fun.
I mean, I can't complain about Firestorm at all because it's just army wide assault and +1 strength most of the time. Um,
Yeah, even if you're running literally 0 flamers, that's already really good to have.
yeah, I mean,
Like, I think assault's a nice rule.
you don't even need flamers for that to be good because like even just being within 12
Yeah.
and it turns bolters into strength 5.
Yeah, exactly. Plus,
Um,
the things that still have rapid fire. I don't think many Space Marine units have rapid fire. I think they just have more shots, but the
I
ones that do, they
actually don't
like
know.
essentially double benefit from being half range.
Hmm.
I think most of their stratagems are like the reason, or some of them stratagems are the reason to bring flamers.
I know it was a
Maybe
problem
more
at
than
one
anything.
point because there was a strat that gave the turret weapons death wounds, but now it's 2
Oh
CP.
yeah, here, yeah, yeah. That seems, yeah, that's pretty insane. Me with my pyre blasters blasting what 60 dev wounds.
Hmm. I thought does come to mind actually. This
No,
isn't.
actually, that would be like 10, I guess, because what was that?
No, sorry. I thought does come to mind. This doesn't relate necessarily to the detachments, but what are your feelings on Games Workshop doing stuff with the +1 to wound if you aren't a subfaction thing?
I can see why they did it, but it does feel lame, and again, it harkens back to the internal balance where it's like, um, it's kind of you're kind of nerfing yourself by playing other guys if their rule isn't good enough. Like
Hmm.
with Space Wolves, what are they even getting to compensate for that?
Uh,
They get the sagas for their detachments, which like I don't think those are better than Gladius.
I think it's mostly just the
You
units.
get better units, yeah.
Yeah.
But like you aren't even getting better units because like Ultramarines again, they have like arguably some of the best characters. Like Gilliman's really strong, Calgar's really good. I don't know if Kato's actually good, but he's fun to play and he's a strong guy. Whereas like Space Wolves, you get Logan, he's pretty good, I'd say. Ragnar, he's just a beat stick, and then get like Ulrich and some other like no name characters. But I
Hmm.
don't think any of those are like that good. And also Space Wolves, when you're list building for them, they're so limited that it kind of sucks. And like obviously it's like relative to other Space Marines, but like if you look at the units that Kylgar, for example, can attach to compared to Logan, it's like why can't Logan just attach to like one more thing, maybe. Versus Calgary can attach to like basically anybody, and Logan can only do Terminators. It's
It,
like,
it,
oh,
it does seem like something I did notice with Spaceballs specifically is that a lot of the characters in that particular codex, and I think a couple of the other subfaction ones, can't attach to their
uh,
like base codex equivalents. Like they're sort of
no,
locked.
yeah, you can't.
Yeah, they're sort of like locked to the
Mhm.
subfaction specific stuff, which is interesting. Might be for balance
Yeah,
reasons,
which
but
I think that plus the -1 to wound, it's like it really feels like they're punishing you sometimes for playing non-codex compliant chapters. I don't know how the other ones are because I don't play them, but like Space Wolves at least. I think um if they wanted to balance having the new characters, they're kind of double dipping by not letting you attach to anyone and also not allowing you to get the +1 to wound. Because like for example, Ragnar can only attach to I think Blood Claws and the Headhunters. but it's like people say he did that so then you can't attach the Blade Guard or like some other like generic units, but it's like I don't. You can nerf them in one or two ways. Like either nerf their characters by not giving us the +1 to wounds by take because we took them, or nerf them by like only being allowed to attach to like actual units in your codex. But like when you do both, it's kind of it feels bad. I don't know if it would be OP because like again, I'm not super competitive, but I don't think for Space Wolves, I don't think it would be crazy if we had +1 to wound.
I do know from like a competitive standpoint, there was issues for a while where there was ways to get
Was there?
around. Yeah, so there was a list that was bloodless angels for blood angels for a while.
Oh,
where
that's
you
funny.
what you would do is you take none of the blood angel specific units, but play them using the blood angels detachment, and that would still let you get the +1 to wound, and it was very very strong. So basically, you just drop like Mephisto and Dante and stuff, and just play like intercessors, and then you just have. For example, Liberator Assault Group, which was +2 strength, +1 attacks on the charge, and then you'd also have +1 to wound, and you're suddenly wounding tanks on 4s.
Yeah, see, I can see that snowballing.
Obviously, they patched that out, so now if you're playing one of the non-codex compliant detachments, you don't get the +1 to wound as well.
Yeah. I also think they probably did that just like to ease the work on their end. I think sometimes we forget like they also have to manage this crap. Like, yeah, there's 20 Space Marine detachments, but also like for the people writing the rules, they have to keep track of 20 Space Marine detachments.
I think
it's like I think it does make it easier when it's like, okay, we're making a new Space Marine detachment. Oh, but we have to consider this. We have to consider this. Versus where it's like, oh well, if it's not Ultramarines or if it's not Codex compliant, they don't get this.
The other thing with the whole Codex compliant thing is what it really means when you're playing Codex compliant is you're probably playing either Ultramarines or Raven Guard, because those are the two best ones.
Or you're playing with Salamanders who are using Ultramarine rules.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, have you looked at the Imperial Fist characters? I'm currently looking at Tor Garadon, and he's like a dude that can attack.
I heard they were pretty good, are they not?
I mean, he can attach to like aggressors, eradicators, or heavy intercessors, which are all not particularly great.
Wait, he came in attached to Terminators? Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of Lysander.
Yeah, Tor Garadon's the Gravis guy.
Yeah, he's the
there is
he's the cool guy.
Who's the other guy again? The guy you just mentioned.
Lysander. He's the Terminator one.
Yeah, Lysander I think has similar issues. Is that Terminators aren't great at the moment.
Yeah. You know, that is something that Space Wolves and like other non-codex compliant chapters have. Their Terminators actually are good. So I guess you know what? I that's fine not having the +1 to wound. Because like I could bring my cool Terminators that aren't trash.
Yeah, that's a whole thing. I mean, I don't even remember what the other subfactions are. I guess there's Iron Hands, in case you want Iron Father Ferros.
I heard that one could be good if you make a good list. I know Librarius Conclave is pretty good right now.
Yeah, possibly not. I don't know about for Iron Hands. That one's pretty complicated. But Librarian Conclave is a really interesting detachment to me. I've not actually seen it played that much. I'd be interested to see that one on the table more.
That one I want to do, except my like homebrew doesn't really have that many psychers, so like I would have to do that either for my Blood Angels or Marines. What other detachments are there? I heard
there's quite a few.
Oh, Stormlance is fun. I like Stormlance.
Stormlance is very good. Do you
that one I run as Space Wolf sometimes.
Are you familiar with the meta way people were playing that earlier this year / last year?
No, I don't follow the meta all that much.
Okay, so I don't want to say the meta because there was multiple ways to play Stormlance because people would play Space Wolves in it as well. But there was like an Ultramarines list for it like last year, which was basically you take a Storm Raven gunship and 3, I think, Redemptor Dreadnoughts.
Oh yeah, because it could drop dreads.
Yeah, so you put one of the Dreadnoughts in the flyer, and the other 2 would probably be on the table somewhere. And the flyer, with one of the strats, you can make it -1 to hit and wound and -1 damage.
Oh yeah.
And all the dreadnoughts
are pretty cool.
And all the dreadnoughts are already -1 damage. So you just have this horde of 4 vehicles which are all -1 damage.
Yeah, just like doing everything, yeah.
Yeah, and that was, I think, one of the lists that did quite well at the London GT this year. I think that was also Innis again. He does very well at Warhammer.
That's kind of fun because that feels like a silly list that's doing well, but also I could see that being super annoying to play against.
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely very good. I think the issue is more that it doesn't feel like what Stormlance is meant to be.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because you look at Stormlance and you think this is the fast-moving, probably bikes
Hmm.
detachment, right?
Well, I think a lot of not Ultramarine, Space Marine detachments kind of had that problem where they don't feel like what they're supposed to be. Like going back to the Salamander one, you're you're assaulting forward. It's like that doesn't feel like how salamanders fight in lore, where they're just plodding forward, eating
Mm,
shots, and then like when they finally get into flamer range, they just annihilate you. You get that part, but like you also get the part where they're like sprinting up to you, which doesn't feel salamanders to me.
mm. Yeah, I don't know what does feel salamanders other than flamers. Flamers feels like their identity. I guess other than them being sort of
Yeah.
semi kind compared to other space marines, it doesn't mean they're nice to people they're killing. But
Yeah, in lore, if I made a salamander detachment, I would either do like something to make them more durable or something to like enhance all their weapons. Cause like they are like the slower, durable, like artificer weapons everywhere unit. I don't know how you would represent that though, other than just like being boring and basic, like, oh, everyone has -1 to wound, which that would be really annoying actually though. So
I,
it's like
I guess you can make
I don't know how
you can make
would
their
make it
hammers
fun
better
for 'em.
somehow to sort of represent that sort of blacksmith vibe, I guess.
Yeah, like
But
they all have artificer hammers.
yeah,
You know, salamanders, I like salamanders. It's just a kind of a shame they kinda got flanderized into only being nice guys. Because I think also it's interesting that, like, they're master smiths and stuff, like, they all have artificer equipment. Um, they also have a lot of other cool, culture things that people kinda just blow to the side because 'cause they're like, "Oh, they're so nice, they like to hug you." It's like, yeah, they're nice, but also, like, that's just one facet of them. Because I've seen a lot of people like, "I hate salamanders, so annoying. They're so one note." And it's like, well, they're one note because you only see the memes of them, like, hugging people. What do you
yeah.
mean?
I think the thing is you see the memes of that, but it's not. They're not like they are still space marines. They are still going to
Yeah.
kill the people they are fighting in
Oh, yeah,
law.
exactly, yeah.
Um, but
Literally.
but they might do so while protecting like a human child because they are a human.
Mhm.
But that doesn't
Yeah, yeah,
necessarily.
exactly.
It just means they value the humans they're protecting more than the others a bit. Whereas,
Yeah, and I think that's a lot more interesting where they're like, yeah, these guys are quote unquote good guys, but they're also like evil genociders.
yeah,
Like
like
they only care
it's
if you're human.
like it's not like they're good guys. They are still working for the Imperium after all.
Yeah,
But
they're still evil super soldiers.
oh dear.
Oy.
Have
But
you had much
yeah,
chance to look at the like we've talked about Bastion for a bit, but have you looked
I
at
looked
all?
at it briefly when my friend told me about his list. They seem
Hmm.
pretty interesting, actually. I like their I think they're fluffy and fun. I don't know if they're necessarily good.
Yeah, I guess the other one is also the is it the Orbital Assault Force?
That one seems again, that one's super fun. That's probably one of the most fun detachments. However, I don't think it would be that good. I don't know if
Yeah,
people are doing good with it competitively because again, I don't follow that. But like just from what I know, because I remember people were like, "This is gonna be insane" when it released, and I was like, "Yeah, but what would you really want to deep strike? Like, yeah, you could probably deep strike Centurions, but also they have 48-inch range, so you could just bring them from reserves.
yeah,
Um, a dread would probably be good, but unless you're gonna have to do a 9-inch melee charge. Also, dreads are already somewhat durable, so like it's not too foot slog them.
yeah,
People said the Land Raider thing, which that's fun, but it's like, do I want half of my army in reserves?
yeah. It's quite funny. Like in
Mhm.
theory, you can drop a big vehicle, but it's like putting it in reserves functionally does the same thing unless you can somehow find a space on your opponent's side of the board to drop it in.
Yeah, also yeah, exactly. It'd be so easy to screen a Land Raider. Like you
Yes.
aren't gonna drop that.
You like tell your
You
opponent at the
just
start of the game these three land raiders have deep strike, and they're like, "Oh no, they place one
oh no,
squad slightly
anyways.
further forward. Please try to drop
Yeah,
your land
3
raiders."
billion dog bones. Okay.
I think the other thing, and anyone who's played like the Tyrannid Subterranean Assault Detachment will learn this, is that
Mhm.
that detachment also has reroll once to hit for a reason, because just dropping stuff in your
Mm.
face does not
Well, yeah,
offensive damage
yeah.
make.
Yeah, yeah, well, so, Guard had one like that, the Bridgehead, they would also give you, better wounds or something before they, like, neutered it.
Hmm.
Um, and so, like, I think that works. I think it's fine if you I think, you know, yeah, I think it would be better if you had something on the drop, like, to represent, "Oh, we're coming in hot, we're gonna do a big ol' show when we get down here and kill everything."
Hmm. I think realistically, if you were going to play this detachment or try to make it work, you're probably more
Mhm.
so trying to abuse the part of it that says if you disembark from a drop pod, you get reroll 1s to hit and wound.
Oh, you do get that. Okay.
Yeah. So
but that's only for the drop pod.
Yes, well, no, so stuff that gets out of the drop pod, but you get reroll 1s to wound if you set up on the battlefield this turn. But I don't think that buff is like worth building around alone. I think you'd want to use the drop pod part if you were doing it, and then the deep strike part is just going to be like maybe I don't know, like a really small profile scoring unit or something, plus like one or two semi-shooty things. Like there's some funny stuff you can do where you drop like a fire strike servo turret unit in.
Oh wait, what's that? Oh yeah, that would be
really
actually
you're
turret. Right. Yeah, that would be funny. That crazy little
because they have like twin glass cannons. It's fun.
Yeah. You know what's funny is one time my friend was trying to get me a birthday gift and they knew I liked Warhammer. And so they went to the store and they're like, what's like the most popular unit? What's like the coolest thing that people want? And that dang shopkeeper told her the Fire Strike servo turret. Like, he just wanted to get rid of these.
What's going on?
Maybe they're like meta at the time and people were buying them like they're hot potatoes, but I don't think they were. I don't know. But I got it and I was like, thanks, I love this.
Yeah, that's a choice. Oh.
Yeah, no, it was funny. But I was like, okay, yeah. She was like, yeah, the shopkeeper told me this is the coolest, most popular thing right now. And it's like it was the same feeling like your grandma getting scammed with like an action figure. It's like, hey, here's a Greedo action figure. The shopkeeper told me this is the best thing.
You're like, wow, thanks, a Grandma. Star War.
Yeah, wow. Okay. But going back to the drop pod thing, you know what? This might be a hot take, but I've always thought that Oath of the Moment wasn't a great it's good competitively, but I don't think it like fits Space Marines fluff wise. When I saw this one, I was like, that feels like a Space Marine like army rule. I feel like because in books you always hear, oh, Space Marines are dropping in, they're killing everything, drop this, drop that, and so like I feel like this would be an awesome army rule. They won't change it at the moment. Everyone would be mad too if they did, and replace it with this, which is pretty underwhelming. But like, I think just thematically, it would be fun if this was the army rule, and then like, you got other things. I don't think it's all that strong of a rule, so it would be lame as an army rule.
I do think as much as some people don't like Oath at the moment, it does make for a very beginner friendly like first army rule. Because you just tell the new player, point at the thing, you get reroll against that thing.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's like relatively easy to remember at least.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good rule, but I don't think it's like thematic, which it's fine. It's the Space Marines. They get more thematic with their detachment rules, but
I have seen some people in the past suggest something like Gladius be their army rule, but maybe that
would make sense. Yeah, exactly. That would also only make sense for Codex compliant Space Marine, but because it's a hard balance because they have to have a rule that's like generic enough that it fits every chapter, but also like its buff has to make sense with every chapter as well. So you can't just buff shooting, you can't just buff melee. So I don't think Gladius is necessary. I don't know. I don't think Oath of the Moment's like a bad thing. I just think thematically it's a bit lacking, which is fine. Like not every army rule has to be perfect. I think other ones have worse and other ones have better, you know?
Yeah, so there's a couple of detachments we haven't really touched on. So we've got Anvil Siege Force, which is
the Iron or Imperial Fist one, right?
I think so. This is the one that has, I think, an Imperial Fist and Iron Hands variant of it. For some reason.
Oh yeah, this is the one that buffs heavy. Yeah.
No, this is the one that makes
this one feels good, but I don't know if it's actually good.
No, this is the one that makes Oath of the Moment better, right? Because you get reroll.
Which one are we talking about?
Oh, I'm looking at. No, I'm not scrolling down far enough. You're right. Yeah, it's the heavy one.
I think you're thinking of First Company.
Yeah, I'm thinking of First Company. That is the one that got the two different things, isn't it?
First Company is so disappointing because, like, to me, it's the coolest one, but it's so bad. It's not good. I don't think.
That's interesting. I don't actually think I've ever seen anyone take an Anvil Siege Force. Actually, I've never seen it.
I told my friend to do it because she likes Imperial Fist, but I don't know if it's actually good. On paper, it looks good.
I think the issue is 40k is largely, especially competitively speaking, an objective-focused game. And
Yeah.
heavy when you're trying to score objectives is a really, really bad keyword.
Yeah. Also, not that many Space Marine things have heavy other than, like, the Gravis guys.
Well, Anvil Siege
Actually, no, wait,
Force.
Intercessors have heavy.
Well, Anvil Siege Force gives you heavy on everything.
Oh, yeah, yeah, but it further buffs you if you already have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, yeah, you're right, yeah, just giving heavy on everyone, yeah, that's not good.
Yeah,
But for
the
the
thing
guys who
is
already have heavy,
like the thing with heavy that people don't tend to think about that much, especially newer
yeah.
players, is they go, "Oh, cool, +1 to hit." But what it also means is you have to sit your tank in the open and hope it
Yeah,
doesn't die.
exactly. Yeah. No, because the guard, the Vanquisher has heavy, and it's like, I'm never gonna use this because I don't want my Vanquisher to get annihilated.
Correct.
However, I do think this one would be a great detachment if you're like a big fan of heavy intercessors and you just want to park them on an objective and then like make them a turret that you just can't move. Because then you get +1 to wound. I think heavy intercessor guns are already strength 5, aren't they?
Decent, I think. Yeah. Uh,
Strength 5, that means you're wounding vehicles on probably a 4 or 3 with the +1.
yeah, that's strength 5 damage too.
Or not 3, 4 or 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're strength 5?
Yeah, strength 5 AP1 damage too.
Yeah, okay. I feel like that would be really good as like a anti-space marine turret then.
Yeah, I guess the issue is you kind of have to hope they survive.
Yeah, and also you have to be stationary. You have to hope you survive.
Yeah, you have to hope they survive, and then your opponent walks in front of you to let you shoot them afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. No, and also, yeah, that's another thing. If you know your opponent's detachment rule is completely like banked on them remaining stationary, it's like, okay, well,
You're like, what if
I'll
I?
avoid this guy.
Yeah, you're like, what if I just walk onto the objective on the other side of the wall of you? You now have to walk around to shoot me. You no longer get a detachment rule.
Yeah. Yeah, because actually, wait, yeah, you have to be completely stationary for
Yes, you
any of
cannot
your.
move. You have to stand so
Yeah.
that they can be seen on your next turn.
Yeah, actually, this is a lot worse than I thought.
Yeah, it's
I
really
forgot
bad.
that you had to remain stationary for the. I knew you had to remain stationary for heavy. I thought if you already had heavy, you just get the +1 to wound. I didn't realize you had to
Mm.
remain stationary for that as
Like,
well.
I feel like a better way to do it would be like, in this detachment, you get the heavy bonus if you move less than half your normal movement or something, so you can like
That would be good, yeah.
slowly move like you would with a big gun kind of thing.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know. I don't know how you'd fix that one, but then we also have first
They're
company.
also
But
kind of. I think they want it to be thematic, where it's like, oh, we're Imperial Fist, we're standing on a wall shooting things. But like in 40K, you don't get points for standing on your own wall.
correct. But then I guess we also then not lastly because we did mention Librarius, but I'm not that familiar with it. We have First Company, which is the one that just has like 3 different versions of it, doesn't it? Because we have the Iron Hands version and the Imperial Fist version, if I
Yeah.
recall.
Wait, do they?
I
I'm
think
not
so.
actually sure.
Because the Iron Hands version gives you a
Um,
second oath of moment if you're taking the character, if I recall.
I th oh, actually, I don't know. I might be wrong. I don't oh, I think it's called Iron First Company, but it's closer to Siege Force, isn't it?
So the Iron Hands one's Hammer of Averni, which is the First Company Task Force rule, which is the reroll once to wound thing when you target the oath.
Oh, okay.
But it has bonus stuff for having Canoc Var, who gives you the
Oh, okay.
second oath of moment.
Hmm.
And then the where is it? Hero Fist's
Imperial
one,
Fist have Emperor's Shield.
which is
Oh, yeah, you're right, you're right.
oh hey, it's reroll once to wound. Oh, that's crazy. Um,
Okay, yeah.
but
I
it,
I'm
but
I'm not familiar with anyone other than, the chapters I play with.
yeah, and then the Imperial Fist one is if you have Darneth Lysander, if his squad targets a thing, you get 4 wound rerolls. Wow.
Okay, that's oh, but he could only attach to frickin' Terminators.
Correct. So you're basically attaching him to like a 10 man of Assault Terminators and hoping you get to spam dev wounds, I
Yeah.
guess.
Oh, it works in melee too?
Yeah. It's just a better
Oh,
version of it.
okay.
Yeah.
That's not too bad then.
I mean, his unit will slap in that particular scenario
Yeah.
because his unit will be what? Uh, rerolling
It's gonna be
hits,
like
rerolling wounds,
yeah.
and +1 to wound. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah, because Imperial Fist fall for the,
Codex
oath of the
supply.
moment.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
problem there being is you're
But
then
then you
running.
also have to, like, oath of the moment them.
Yes, and that is also like a
And
400-point squad because it's 10 Terminators plus Darneth.
yeah. That's why I
Ow.
think Ultramarines are so good because it's like, with Gilliman, you could essentially double oath of the moment. So you could do because you're already if you're spending 400 points on the Garneth blob, you could just buy Gilliman, double Oath of the Moment. He'll probably kill things pretty much just as reliably as Darneth. And you would also get to kill other things with that second Oath of the Moment target. It's like,
yeah. So a Terminator Assault Squad, if for a 10-man, is actually 360 points. So that'd be 460 points for that one squad.
Oh yeah, damn. I mean, I guess Imperial Fist don't have a chapter master, so
yeah,
that's your, or not chapter master, Primarch.
Yeah.
They also don't have a chapter master model, but because no one gives a crap about their guy.
No, it's a sad time. Somehow we've gone from Ultramarines to all the other sub-factions, but here we are. We're talking about Marines. Why not?
Yeah, this is just Marines.
Just Marines.
Well, Ultramarines. Just having Gilliman is such a. I think Gilliman's super good. In my opinion, he's a better Primarch than a Lion, like rules wise.
I think from like a internal balance perspective, if they wanted to really balance out all these Codex compliant sub-factions, I think the other ones would also need some kind of dedicated unit like Vitrix Guard. It doesn't have to be exactly Vitrix Guard. They don't have to be as elite, but like, Raven Guard could get like a dedicated sniper unit that's special in some way.
They could even, and they don't like doing this anymore, but they used to, where it was like they would just give you a unit rules and you had to kit bash it. But they don't like doing that, so they can't. They have to release a kit, which is so annoying because it's like for Salamanders, for example, you could just said, "Oh yeah, you guys have the profile for Fire Drakes, and they're just better Terminators." But no, they have to have it. So, we have to release a model for Fire Drakes, otherwise they can't have rules. And it's like, just give us the rules and let us kit bash. Just let us kit bash again.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it'd be nice to see like dedicated units, like maybe some kind of armored unit with flamers for Salamanders, some kind of like sniper or jump pack unit for Raven Guard. I don't know what Iron Hands would be. Maybe some kind of Dreadnought variant or something.
Yeah, they could just literally have a better Dreadnought, or I guess they could just even have like normal intercessors who are like slightly better because they're like cybernetically enhanced or whatever.
Yeah, although their detachments seem to be focused on like heavy intercessors and Dreadnoughts mostly. And then Imperial Fist.
Yeah, I think it would be great if they gave you just like, even if they just gave you like for Raven Guard, like you were saying with snipers, if they just gave you an eliminator profile that's like slightly better, more thematic, I think that'd be great. It's like people would love kit bashing that, and they could even sell those little upgrade kits. Like, make your Raven Guard eliminator Shadow Death Murder Wing, whatever the hell they would call it, and put this little upgrade sprue on it, and then you get a special unit. That'll work fine.
I feel slightly bad. We completely missed White Scars this entire recording.
We talked about them a few times.
Did we?
Yeah, the Stormlance. Isn't that the White Scar one?
That's not their specific one, but that is.
Oh, they have a specific one?
Yeah,
Screw them.
They have Spear Point Task Force.
Let's look at that one.
That one's. Okay. It is a version of Stormlance. Yeah. Though. Yeah.
To me, Stormlance is a Space Wolf detachment because that's what I use.
No, that is fair.
Let's see. What does this do? What's the like buff?
So you get the regular Stormlance part, which they didn't buff because that is already good.
Yeah.
But so it's the end of fight phase.
That's actually pretty.
If you have the guy, he can make a normal move of up to 6. Subodin Khan, that's the new bike guy, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, that's actually pretty fun.
His rules are fun, but they don't like make. It's not better than Gilliman, is all I'll say. But like he lets his unit like move through walls as if they weren't there, essentially. Even though they're
that's really nice, actually. Yeah.
So they are quick.
Yeah, they're fast. Oh damn. 12 inch. Yeah, 12 inches.
Plus a
anti-monster, anti-vehicle. Oh, so he's literally just supposed to like go from tank to tank, just like killing everything.
Yeah, or like you can.
Oh wait, this madman has a Gatling cannon on his.
He's got a Gatling cannon on his bike. But no, I think the idea of him is like he jumps through a wall onto the center of deck, kills something, and you just move the entire squad back behind the wall again because you have that rule.
See, that's what the boring competitive people would do.
It is.
What they want you to do is you have like an awesome cavalry charge, quote unquote. You just blast through a wall, kill a tank, and then you blast through another wall and go into the next tank.
Just full send.
Yeah. Oh, but you can't move into engagement range.
No, that's what I meant. Is if you use that
Oh, never mind.
move at the end
Yeah.
of the fight phase, you could just move behind a wall after you fought.
Yeah. To be fair, that would be kind of OP, I think, but yeah.
But
That
yeah,
would be cool.
I mean, admittedly, there's not tons to talk about with White Scars because they kind of only have this guy and then they have that one other character that no one
Yeah.
takes because he's kind of awkward, Corsaro Khan.
Well, he's not even on a bike, and he
Yeah, he's
attached to
not-
bike people,
yeah,
so he's just like slowing them down.
I don't even think he does attach to bikes.
Oh, he doesn't anymore?
No, he doesn't attach to bikes.
Oh, okay, okay. At
but
least
he-
he's not slowing people down.
But
Who
he
would he
does,
attach to then now?
he attaches to Assault Intercessors, Blade Guard, Company Heroes,
Ori.
Intercessors, Stone
Oh,
Guard,
Blade
and
Guard,
Technical
okay.
Squad. But I think
Only one of that makes sense to me is Blade Guard. Like, why would you want to attach your super cool Chapter Master like character to Assault Intercessors?
Yeah, I guess like the main reason you take him is because he has the random ability that makes things +1 OC. Like he makes Outriders +1 OC, so they're OC3.
Yeah. Wait, so he can't attach to Outriders?
No, he makes all of them in your army OC3.
Oh, everybody.
Yeah.
Wait, that's really weird. I've
No,
never heard of a rule like that.
No, almost all of the like not chapter masters, but like the special characters for each of them do this.
Yeah,
for
they're
a
little
certain
like
unit.
champions or whatever.
Yeah, like it's like the Iron Hands guy. I think makes heavy intercessors OC3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think something like that. Let me check it.
I'm clearly not familiar enough with Space Marine rules.
Outrageous.
I know my like Ultramarines and Space Wolves, and that's about it.
No, it's just fun to mention.
Because Ragnar, all he does is give you sustained, which like that's nice, but also I wish it was something else.
Pharos does it, I think. I'm Father Pharos.
Yeah.
He
Okay. Yeah, the
makes
guy with like the giant servo arms.
Yeah, he makes heavy intercessors OC3.
I think that's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, I definitely
like
fun. It'd be fun to see him with just a shitload of heavy intercessors in the Bastion task force.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
There's a bunch of dudes at OC3 advanced and charging.
Yeah, yeah, that would be gross. And then they all get lethals if they wanted.
Yeah, I think one of the Imperial Fist guys does it for Terminators. He makes them OC2 or something.
I assume that's Lysander.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lysander data sheet. Oh no, not Shakespeare.
Yeah, Lysander makes Terminators.
That was bizarre.
What was that?
I don't know what part of that they thought sounded like Siri.
I'm Siri.
Lysander's
yeah, Lysander makes Terminator assault squads and Terminators OC2.
Okay. But also I feel like that's not as good because Terminators already only have one.
It's doubles
So
it.
it's like yeah. But who's leaving their Terminators? I guess you could put your Terminators on an objective. That's boring. Terminators need to be cooler. That's my biggest gripe with Space Marines. Terminators suck.
I mean, my biggest gripe with Space Marines is that Hammerfall Bunker sucks.
That's also annoying. That's a fun thing you can do with the what is it called? Orbital Assault Force. You could drop some Hammerfall bunkers.
So I would agree, but I'm a firm believer that this should have the deep strike keyword anyway. Look at the thing.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's literally called Hammerfall.
Yes. You're meant to drop it from space onto your opponents.
Yeah.
That's what it's meant to do.
It's like, what did he? I guess there could be like some shenanigans you can do, where if you just put a fortification in your opponent's like right in front of your opponent's face, that'd be annoying. But you'd still have to be 9 inches away, so
Correct.
it'd still be in like
And
no man's land.
And it's quite a big model. It's not that easy to do.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't even think it would be that bad if it was just innately deep striking.
You also wouldn't be able to do it turn 1 because it's deep strike. You can't just drop it on the first turn.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, come on, just let us have fun.
I mean, is there any other data sheets you'd fix? I know Reavers haven't had a great addition.
Reaver, yeah, Reavers just they aren't interesting to me because I don't care about Battle Shock. I think that's just a boring playstyle, personally.
I think the other thing about Battle Shock as a mechanic is it's not a reliable win condition. Like if Battle Shock is all you do, you have to trigger it so many times for it to be good.
Yeah, like it's good against armies like Guard because then you can't do orders. But like even then, it's like It's not the end of the world if I can't order one Cadian squad. Like I can just order someone else. Oh, let me think. Are there any other units I don't like? I don't think.
I think aggressors have
Terminators are
actually
the
had
big one.
aggressors have had a weird
Aggressors I
addition.
like.
I do
They're
like them.
fun.
However, they had a
Yeah.
big problem towards the start of the edition where one of the enhancements in Gladius made them way too good, so they got nerfed repeatedly.
Oh, what did it do?
It was one of the enhancements you'd attach to the Gravis Apothecary. It
Uh-huh.
was Fire Discipline or something. They like reworked the enhancement.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that was a big scary combo people were taking, and now I don't think I've seen people take aggressors in like 6 months.
Well, so for a while, I was like, why would you even take this was when I was first getting back into it. I was like, why would you ever take aggressors? They have like their shooting sucks ass. But then I realized like actually wait, yeah, wait, I'm looking at their profile again. Why would you take these guys? Oh, I guess they have Fragstorm. They have less shooting output than intercessors.
Yeah, so the number of shots was lower, but you give them like lethal, sustain, crit fives, oath, and then their data sheet roll +1 AP, and then you spend a CP for ignores cover and
What do you
+1
get
AP.
the is the lethals from the apothecary?
Yeah, no, it was. I think it was lethals from the apothecary, and then the enhancement gave them like crit 5 or something like that. I don't remember. I don't remember what it used to be.
Okay. See that? Okay, I can see why that would be good, but like, I guess that's why people don't take them by themselves. Because like, why would you? I guess you
Uh,
get Power Fist, but you also get Power Fist on Terminators. Oh, but they're cheaper. I guess they're only 95.
yeah, so fire discipline gave them sustained hits,
Okay. Oh,
and
so they're just getting like a disgusting amount of shots.
yeah, and it was with oath as well. So you'd have like sustained hits, lethal hits, re-rolling with +1 to wound, and
Reroll,
and
yeah.
then you're in Gladius, so you could spend a CP to give them the +1 AP and ignores cover, so they'd be at AP2 ignores cover.
Yeah, which is essentially AP3 because one's in freaking cover
Yeah.
now. Okay, that's pretty fun and disgusting.
It was pretty disgusting.
And then they're pretty hard to kill. Like Gravis are so annoying to kill for me. Like even like Space Marines are super easy. Terminators are pretty hard to kill, but they're manageable. Gravis they're unassuming, and that T6 is and wound 3 is annoying for a guard player to deal with because we don't really have anything that's um damage 3 other than our tanks. We're just like, oh, do I want to dedicate a tank shot to like 3 stupid Space Marines?
hmm. Okay, well, I guess we've kind of
That's a gripe
covered.
I have for the Space Marines outside of like as a guy who plays against Space Marines a lot. They have like a ton of invuln saves.
Yeah.
I
Less so
hate
on
invuln
less so
saves.
on the vehicles. To be fair, Marines are one of the few
Yeah,
factions
yeah,
where the
their
vehicles
vehicles are
don't.
easy to kill.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Admittedly, if you asked me what the weapon profiles were on the Gladiator variants, I could not tell you which one was which.
I know the Las Destroyer has like a 14 strength Las cannon.
Oh yeah, but
The other ones I don't know.
I guess my point is I don't know which of the three is the last destroyer one. I think it's the Lancer. Uh,
It's the Lancer.
yeah. Okay.
The Reaper's the Gatling cannon, I believe. And
Right. Okay.
then I don't know what the other one is. It's like a Las Talon. It's like, why would you take that when you could take a giant las cannon or a Gatling gun?
Yeah, Marines do have a lot of vehicles right now, which admittedly might go down if they end up moving the Predator to Legends.
Oh, it's gonna be so sad when they do that. I'm gonna be so sad.
I would expect either they update some of the vehicles or
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a gripe I have about Space Marines, like not rules wise, but like aesthetics wise. I don't like that they have so many grab vehicles anymore. I preferred track vehicles. I think it fits Space Marines like thematically.
I don't mind the grab vehicles, but I think the Land Raider
Mhm.
is definitely iconic.
That's gonna be a heartbreaking day. They're gonna take that out. I feel like they're gonna take away the Land Raider next edition.
I don't know. I feel like that one's too famous. If that makes like I think
It
that
is, but the kid's so old. I could see them like they might just remake it, but I could also see them make it into a grab vehicle, which
like
I would be really sad if they did.
I could see them like redoing the Rhino and the Land Raider. It like just doing like the Terminator treatment to them and then getting rid of like the Predator
Well,
and
isn't
the
the Rhino replacement supposed to be like the Impulsor?
kind of, but I think the Impulsor's like got different transport rules. Like it can only transport certain
Oh.
things, if I
Well,
recall.
that's another thing that sucks about the Space Marine thing is the Rhino's basically useless. Like, what can you can only put tactical Marines in it, right? And Devastators?
uh In
There's
this,
like no reason to use it.
I think some variants of Marines use it. Like for example, Deathwatch use it because they can fit all the kill teams in it.
Oh, Deathwatch makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. No, to be fair, the Rhino does just say 12 Adeptus Astartes infantry models.
Well, it says no Tacticus, which that
Oh
gets
shit!
rid of all
Never mind.
Primaris.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm wrong. I can't
Yeah,
read.
so it's like you can't do anything with this stupid thing.
I've not seen a Rhino in a while. To be fair, in Marines, so that does make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, because the Rhino is tragic. I love the Rhino. It's a cute little guy, and it's a shame they killed it. It's a shame, I say.
I guess the
The
thing with
Land Raider's really fun.
so the thing with
But
the Impulsor is it can also only hold 7 models, so you can't actually put a 10 man of Tacticus
oh,
models
really?
in it.
It's only 7?
Yeah.
Oh, so is the only thing you could actually put a full squad into is the Land Raider then?
Yes, or the Rhino, but the restrictions. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really play with transports all that often, so
Oh, I guess
I
there's
do
the
want to use a Land Raider soon though.
the Storm Raven. Maybe you can carry more than
Oh,
10.
Storm Raven, yeah.
Yeah, 12. Yeah.
I tend to forget about flyers because
There's-
I'm so used to Guard where all our flyers are useless right now.
yeah,
With the Valkyries in a
there's a very
yucky
few
state.
armies where the flyers are good. The Storm Raven's one of them. There's the
Okay.
Flyer in Dark Eldar, which is the I
Oh
forget
yeah,
what the name of it.
yeah,
The Void Raven. Apparently, Raven is the key word here.
yeah, yeah. Those
uh,
Ravens, they know how to fly, I guess.
I don't know if there's many others. To be fair, I think that's
I
about
think
it.
the Eldar, like their jet bikes are pretty good, and they're technically flyers.
Yeah, but their planes aren't very good.
Yeah, but I feel like with the going back to the Land Raider, I'm really worried they're gonna make it grav or they're gonna make it like humongous. And so it's like even if you have a Land Raider, it's like you're gonna have to buy the new one because it's like your old one's not big enough.
Well, to be fair, they did make one for Horus Heresy a little while back. People have been proxying in 40k, and it's not that much
Yeah,
bigger. It's not that much bigger. So if they step with that, it might not be that bad.
yeah. What does that one even look like actually?
Uh,
Let me look. Isn't that one supposed to like they made one that like harkens back to like the original? Oh yeah, yeah, there it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not
That
like
one's so
that.
fun.
Like
I
it is
want
a
that
bit
one.
bigger, I think, but it's
Mhm.
not like insanely bigger.
Yeah.
In fact, I just found an image that's a size comparison. There you go.
Actually, wait, the Horus Heresy Land Raiders, they could literally just say that's a the 40K Land Raider.
They could, but people.
Okay, so it's like the same size, yeah.
It's like I think the
Just the
tracks make
tracks
it a
are
bit bigger, and
funkier.
it's a tiny bit wider because of the plates on the side that stick out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
Okay, yeah. If they updated the Land Raider and like just made it a higher fidelity model, I'd be fine with that. Like, okay. I just don't want
yeah.
my Land Raiders to be invalidated. Like, oh no.
I think
They always
there's a
do.
bunch of armies right now that have this worry with their like tanks getting old. Like Space Marines have it with these.
Yeah.
Eldar has it with like the Wave Serpent. Although I don't think anyone is expecting the Wave Serpent to leave though. If that ever goes, it's because it's getting replaced with a new model.
Yeah, which I don't thematically it would make no sense for the Eldar to take on new things.
No, I
Like,
know. Yeah, but I mean, like they would probably just upscale it
yeah.
and redo the sculpt
Yeah,
because
exactly.
that model famously is horrendous to put together because it's like a curved piece and it warps a lot.
Yeah. No,
Um,
I had a Wave Serpent and then I sold it. I was like, this is good. I don't like this thing.
yeah, I also
It
dislike
looks
the.
cool.
I also did massively dislike the flying base on that thing. It's tiny.
Yeah, isn't it just like basically the normal one?
It's like the size of a bike's
That
flying
little clear
base.
thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
horrendously small.
Hmm.
But whereas like if you look at like the new Eldar like jet bike thing, the new Viper they recently did, the base on that is massive comparatively. And if they did
Let me
that to the
click on
Wave
that.
Serpent, it'd be a lot better.
Let me see this crazy thing.
The Viper.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, that would be good. Would be good.
I suppose we've covered most of the things as far as detachments. So is there anything you'd like to see from Marines going to 11th?
Oh, let me think.
Like new models,
Kind of a
updated
doomer because
models?
again, I have the old model brain worm, so I'm like,
Hmm.
oh, I hope this doesn't get upgraded. I hope this doesn't get upgraded. But I think legitimately a tactical squad could work. Like if they did a new tactical squad kit, use the Corsair STLs, took off all the chaos stuff, or not chaos stuff, the renegade stuff, and made a new profile that was like tactical squad. I think that would be really fun. And the only thing is with war gear getting rid of war gear, it would be hard to make that where you don't just take the one thing, you know.
Hmm.
Um, Like, I can't imagine you wouldn't take missile launcher, plasma gun. But I want Space Marines to feel tactical again, because Chaos Space Marines, they feel like that, where you could take different things and, like, flex your units. Um, but I don't know how Space Marines would necessarily do that, because 'cause they're already, like there's no way they're gonna get rid of all the data sheets and, like, go back to how it used to be, and I don't think they should at this point, because like, cat's already out of the bag. Like,
Hmm.
you already have all these kits. It would be stupid, like, "Oh, you have to buy a Eradicator kit, you have to buy a Hellblaster kit, and then an Intercessor just to make 1 squad." That would just be stupid.
Yeah, they would never do that to
Um
Deathwatch, would they?
To be fair, Deathwatch is, like, kind of, they're kinda niche
Yeah.
comparatively. They would
Uh,
never do that to their, like, Golden Boy
no.
Ultramarines, you know?
There is rumors that circling around for the next edition that there might be like a updated version of the Intercessor Sprue. So I'd be interested to see if that adds more weapon options.
Yeah, I wonder I don't know what they would do with that. I could see them maybe making them kinda like the Space Wolf kits where it's like they
Hmm.
have different parts on their armor. That could be kinda fun. Um,
I think if I were to expect them to ever replace the tactical squad, I imagine it would actually come through Kill Team because that to me makes the most sense for varied weapon profiles.
yeah, yeah, for sure. The problem with that is, like, I love Kill Team. It's just so annoying that they put the stupid tokens in now, because like, they just charge you $20 extra for no reason. It's like, dude, no one uses these stupid tokens. There's, like, 2 teams in the game that, like, actually benefits from having tokens, and they put it in everything. It's like, "Okay, yeah, I'll pay a $20 token tax."
Where you don't want your hardball cutouts.
Yeah, no, exactly. The problem with tacticals though, like lore-wise, it would make no sense for them to be back just because of the way they wrote them. But it would be fun if they made a kill team of tacticals and, like, just made them, like, super customizable, um, and, like, because the Red Corsair models, those guys look great. I think they're really good updates of Firstborn.
Yeah.
So if they had that exact aesthetic just, like, cleaned up, I think that would work really well. 'Cause, Horus Heresy models, they're fun firstborns. My I just cannot stand how small their heads are. The heads drive me crazy. They have, like, little pinheads. Like, "No!" They look weird to me.
Oh no, my tracking's died. Oh, there we go.
Oop, your
It's
guy
very
just
much
went limp.
dying.
Like, he just died.
Yeah, it seems to get worse the longer the video goes on, which is always quite funny.
Didn't wanna hear my, firstborn glazing.
No, I mean, I'm
We're
personally, I'm
my
not.
Maris channel. I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, I don't tend to talk that much about Marines, so it's always interesting to do so. Um,
I like Marines quite a bit. Like, everyone knows me as the guard guy, of course, but, like, Space Marines are, like, it's always crazy to me when people are like, "Space Marines aren't even cool." It's like, they're cool, like, just because 'cause they're cool doesn't mean that everyone else is not cool. Like,
uh,
sometimes it feels like that with the way GW does things, but it's
mm,
like, who thinks can be cool?
yeah, I mean, I think of it this way. Like, I think, like, I like vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, exactly. No, for real. That's what I always say when I, talk about Ultramarines. Like, Ultramarines are cool. You're just being a hater if you don't think so.
Yeah, well, I suppose on that note,
But
it's a pretty good note to round it off on. To be fair, we're about an hour and a half in. Well,
oh, yeah, wow. I didn't
yeah,
realize we're going for so long.
I know. This is what always happens. Is I'm talking to people. I'm like, damn, dude, it's been an hour and a half. What's going on?
This is what I was telling you. I was like, I could talk about stupid space or Warhammer crap all day.
Oh,
So
that's all
keep
good.
me in check.
We're here. I guess we'll round it off there. So thank you again, Cracked Up, for coming on.
Yes, of course. Yeah, this was fun. Let me know if we could talk about guard. Screw that bricky guy.
Yeah, wait. No, I shouldn't say that. Well, I've worked with him again. So.
Let's start a bricky feud. I was joking to people at my game store that have a feud with Bricky because he was saying that Grizzled was really good. And I'm like, they're gonna nerf it. They're gonna nerf it. Stop saying it's good.
Maybe nice to get you and Bricky on at the same time at some point and test your guard knowledge against each other.
Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah. No, I've never actually talked to Bricky. Uh, you would think I would have, but I'm also pretty horrible at networking. So probably
Uh,
one of the reasons.
Apparently, it's been my thing as of late. I've added like 20 different people from these collabs alone. It's quite funny.
Yeah, no, I was looking at your channel. I was like, oh wow, he knows a lot of people I know. So good.
Yeah, but
So who'd you talked to Miwa recently, Paul?
oh yeah.
Do I know anyone else?
Uh, I don't know who you do and don't know.
I know Shagrot. I know of Blitzdaka. He used to be Gaijin Goomba.
Yeah,
I used to watch that as a wee little baby. A little baby.
little baby. All right. Well, for
All
anyone
right.
that's
Well,
on my channel and hasn't seen this lovely man before, please check his channel out down below, and vice versa. If you have no idea who I am, I talk to a lot of people like this, so
yes.
you can see more of these. I'll put a link at the end of the video. You can check
Yes.
out the playlist probably. Uh, so
Yes. Very
yes,
good.
yes, and thank you again for watching this far. If any of you have got this far into the video. Well, hey,
Yes. Good job, everyone. You got to hear my Space Marine takes that don't make sense.
we yapped for an hour and a half about Space Marines. I hope you people are happy. This is the
I like how it was supposed to be an Ultramarine video too. We didn't even talk about them that much.
no, it's sort of just turned into generic Space Marine talk, which I mean,
that's fine. Yeah.
yeah, I think probably better that we do that at some point on the channel than me just talk to someone about every single subfaction of Marines, because that would get.
Yeah.
Let's talk about intercessors for the 4th time.
Yay, intercessors!
Yay!
No, I'm honored to be the generic Space Marine episode.
The
I
proud
feel like
title.
that's probably the most important one, I would say.
Yeah, so let's bury it,
Yes.
guys. Don't let anyone see this video.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
All right. Bye, everybody.